Hi Virgos. So I'm kind of just gonna go ahead and jump in with the cards I've already shuffled. I kind of just want to see whatever comes out. Hi, my name is B. Just in case if you're like new around these parts, if you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, join our family over here. Everything you need to know about me is down below in the description box. I am open for personal readings. My website is also down below in the description box. And I think that's everything. So let's go ahead and jump in. I hope you guys are feeling pretty good. I know we just had the lunar eclipse in Virgo that just happened. It's definitely brought up a lot for me. Uh, Hopefully, again, you guys are doing good. I think it affected mutable signs, and I am a Sagittarius. So, I mean, I don't really know how much it will be or how much it's impacted me as a Sag. But I know I'm an 8th house Virgo. And as far as like 8th house stuff goes, it's definitely brought up a couple of things. Anyway, what do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Queen of Cups is the first card out, which is a pretty good sign. Possibly feeling like you're in your lover girl bag. In your femme energy. I knew something else flipped over. What is this? So we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Swords fell right next to it, but it is reversed. I think that's pretty interesting also. So it's kind of giving, yeah, not really in your lover girl energy. I mean, very much in your lover girl energy, not really in like your overly logical kind of energy. The Four of Pentacles is here. The Four of Swords is here also, and then the Page of Swords. A lot of Swords cards, a lot of thinking, a lot of ideas, a lot of communication possibly, or this is a time you need to be communicating. Where that resonates, these two cards side by side, the way that they fell, could definitely be an indication of needing to articulate what you're feeling. You could be feeling a lot around this time, Virgo, especially with this eclipse, all of this retrograde energy we got going on. Turn this down a little bit. All this retrograde energy we got going on, you could definitely be feeling a lot without communicating what you're feeling, kind of withholding a lot of what you're thinking at this time. This is a good time to really start expressing what you're thinking and really just kind of getting it out into the world, into the universe. If you don't necessarily want to share a lot of what you're thinking and feeling right now, this is a good time to really write it down. Um, Especially for those of you who are having a lot of ideas. Some of you are having a lot of ideas, and it's time to really kind of start putting these ideas on paper. The King of Swords is someone who can think very practical, very logical. You don't want to over logicalize, over rationalize over what your ideas and your thoughts and your dreams are. Okay. But for some of you, again, you're playing your cards really close to the chest. For some of you, this is like a dynamic. This is you and another person. Okay. It seems like y'all aren't on the same page right now about something, but whatever you're thinking and feeling, again, it needs to be communicated. For some of you, it's like you're not being free enough with what it is that you're thinking. For some of you, okay. You're feeling a lot, but you're not really articulating what you're feeling. For some of you, you're dealing with someone who might have a lot of ideas, who might be a thinker themselves, but then they also might not really be articulating, not because they're withholding, but because they might just, this energy is kind of giving me somebody who I'm hearing speak when spoken to. So this could be somebody who isn't necessarily like an open book. You kind of got to talk to them and ask them questions about what they feel, what their intentions are, and they'll tell you, but they not just gonna kind of be super forthright about it. And for some of you, you might want to be expressing some things, but this Queen of Swords reverse is giving me someone who's trying to like silence their own self out of a desire to want to keep things close to the chest and kind of keep things to themselves. Okay, where this is where this is you dealing with another person. I'm kind of getting Libra energy off of this masculine card over here. For some of you who might be dealing with other people, or someone who might be an air sign, like you might have air in your chart, Virgo, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This might be someone who is an air sign, or they might have air in their chart also, or both of you just could be really good communicators. Both of you could just be like yappers. Regardless, though, this is a time to really start like saying what needs to be said. If there's an elephant in the room and you need to address it, now is not the time to be playing your cards close to the chest. Now is actually a time to like be very clear about what it is you want, what it is you're doing. These are the cards. I'm laying them out on the table. You're expected to lay them out on the table. How we'll be moving forward. Okay, for some of you, again, this is kind of feeling like you got your emotions involved though with somebody. and then you trying to kind of play it coy and cool by not articulating what you feel and just kind of keeping your heart close to your chest. But it's like I'm seeing that two of you, you might realize that you're not on the same page, or the lack of communication might keep you guys from being on the same page. There could be a possibility to get on the same page, but see, if y'all not communicating and expressing what's expected, what's the standard, what's the intention, what you want out of this, then I mean, you'll just continue to not be on the same page, or feel like you two are on the same page. Give me this Four of Pentacles. What are we withholding? What are we gatekeeping? Yeah, Virgo, this is your energy. Queen of Pentacles right here clarified with this Four of Pentacles. And then the Ace of Swords is here also. This is kind of giving, if you want clarity, you got to go seek it. Or if you value clarity, you'll have to go seek it. Four of Pentacles clarified by this Five of Pentacles. This is kind of giving like abandonment issues. So for some of you, you could, again, just be playing your cards close to the chest, but just in case if a motherfucker decided they don't want to keep pursuing you or whatever that is, and then it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to kind of keep them at arm's length. I might really like you. I might be having feelings for you. I might, got a little crush on you, but I'm not going to tell you, says Virgo placement, says person watching. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to keep that to myself. You feel me? This kind of give me the energy of, like, you know how some people act, some people will be in love with you and then will literally not tell you until you tell them first. Like, that's kind of the energy that this is putting me in the mind of like, I'm so crazy in love with you and I think about you all the time, but I'm not going to tell you because I'm going to wait for you to tell me first. And if you don't ever tell me first, then I'm just never going to tell you because I waited for you to tell me the whole time. It's like, but what are you really gaining from that? What are you really losing from that? I mean, yeah, you protect yourself, I guess, but then at what point do you bring clarity? Do you bring clear-mindedness to not only yourself, but the situation? Because somebody could also be having some thoughts about you too. This King of Swords I might like you too, but I'm just a little more logical about my shit. Person watching, you seem like you much more in your feels about it, where it's like, no, I'm like embracing the emotion, right? But I'm just not going to tell you because I rather you tell me first because I feel safer that way. Now let's get some other cards. Give me a one or two cards on this Queen of Swords reversed. Why is the Queen of Swords reversed? Archangel Uriel, crown chakra, appreciation. Yeah, so it's given, again, for some of you, you might be getting some downloads, but you're not sharing them. Yeah, you're moving very strategically with the strategy card at the bottom of the deck. Moving very strategically about how you're kind of handling this, what you're saying, what you're not saying, how you're expressing, what you're not expressing. All of these things are kind of like being played very close to the chest at this time. There's a message here to definitely pay attention to the downloads, though. You could be being a little too logical. A bit. Leaning too much into your emotions or drawing out your logic, but of course not listening to your logic at all, or not paying attention to the downloads. You might feel like those are logic, and then it'll rob you of being able to really appreciate what's the lesson that's kind of being brought to your attention to learn. Give me this King of Swords. Door to value. So the person that you're dealing with, this feels like another energy, but this feels like someone who, is just kind of trying to stay logical. They're trying to stay focused on other things, potentially finances. So again, maybe they might like you too, but it's like, see, I'm just trying to stay logical about my feelings about person watching because I got to get this money. Yeah, I might like you, but they don't pay my bills. Okay, yeah, action card with that. So this is someone who might be more focused on taking some action right now when it comes to their finances. They could be having a lot of ideas and shit. This envy card is here. So again, this is kind of giving me somebody who might have a lot of money ideas. This might be like hustler energy. Someone who has like more than one stream of income. Someone who is desiring to have more than one stream of income. Feels like someone who's taking more action on the door to value than it is actually pursuing a relationship with you. They might again have a lot of like financial ideas or things that can like they can implement for monetary gain. So it's like they like you, but they kind of keeping their cards close to the chest. And it's giving you might like them, and you might be more emotionally available person watching, but you seem like you might just be trying to hold true to your value and hold things close to the chest. So it's like, just in case if I get rejected, just in case if this gets left out in the cold, just in case if you don't feel the same, I'm not necessarily expressing to you what I'm feeling. I'm just keeping it to myself. And if, shit kind of fall into my lap, then it kind of just falls into my lap. However, this is also a card of giving me be very clear on what you value, person watching. So Virgo, as it pertains to you, this more so makes me feel like, yeah, you might be in some Queen of Cups energy and some Queen of Swords energy, but ultimately you need to be in Queen of Pentacles energy, which means what do you value? And lean into that. If you value the connection, then tell them how you feel. If you don't value the connection, then of course continue to protect yourself and just let the chips fall where they may. If you value yourself and you're in a connection and you're trying to play your cards close to your chest, maybe you haven't properly communicated and asked this person black and white, what do you want from this? I meet a lot of people and encounter a lot of people who, they main thing, you want to come to us as readers about how somebody might feel about you. You can ask them how they feel about you. They gonna tell you. You don't gotta go to the tarot reader or be all on YouTube to tarot university and shit all on YouTube trying to figure out, so how does this person feel? What are their intentions about me? Just ask them. I think this is someone who will be very upfront about what they want or don't want, and it'll give you the clarity about how to move forward, and it'll become something you appreciate. You might can appreciate actually now putting your emotions on the table to say, hey, well, I got feelings for you. And, I'm kind of starting to develop a little something. I would like to know what you think about that. They either going to say, yes, I see it, or no, I don't. Either way, you got to learn to appreciate it, and it keeps you from guessing. This is how you value yourself. To not even leave yourself in limbo, to not even leave your own self guessing, but to say, hey, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm thinking about, I like you, I'm tempted to see where things go, like, would you be open to maybe pursuing something? Are you emotionally available? So that way you can also leave it in the cold. Person watching, if you feel like, okay, this don't align with me, this don't value me. Whether I like them, they cool, they handsome, they beautiful, they dress nice, the sex is good, I enjoy hanging out with them, but does this align with what it is that I want? And it feels like whoever this person might be, this King of Swords energy, feel like they're a little more focused on their monetary right now, on their money right now, on trying to turn a dollar into out of 15 cents. But again, you'll never know that until you actually speak up and bring yourself some clarity. A part of valuing yourself is going ahead and getting the clarity, seeking out the clarity before having to waste a whole lot of time to say, okay, well, look, what you said you wanted from this, what you said you okay, you want to be in my life, but why? You just trying to have sex and lay up, or you want to be my man, or you trying to get married? Like, well, where is this really going? A motherfucker that don't really got no direction gonna tell you they don't know. A motherfucker that's honest and real gonna give you the truth. And you can't do nothing but appreciate it. But it's kind of giving the vibe of Virgo, you might kind of be in this space of, I'm not going to ask no questions, because if I don't ask no questions, then I won't get no answers that I don't want to hear. And that's not going to help you. This ain't the time to be playing your cards close to your chest. I would actually put all of my cards on the table. And I would demand that this person also put all their cards on the table too, so you can already know what the business is. Give me one more card for this Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords reverse. I feel like I want one more card for this Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords reverse. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords reverse. Yeah, happy family. It's giving person watching, that's what you want. It's giving you want somebody who wants to have a family. You might have a little bit of anxiety about how you're going about that. You might have a little bit of anxiety because you're thinking so much about stuff instead of actually just calling it. You don't got to give yourself no anxiety about if they want the same thing as you, or if how you feeling is reciprocated. If you just ask them, you leave yourself zero room to speculate and spectate. What do you want out of this? Do you like me? Check the box here, yes or no. Take that shit back to elementary, because they're gonna let you know. You just got to be ready for the answer, and you just got to appreciate the answer once you get it. If somebody say no that they not, it sucks, but appreciate the honesty, because they could have lied to your ass and said, yeah, sure, we can be in a relationship just to dog you. And you'll also learn to appreciate putting your cards on the table, so that way you'll already know how to move moving forward. If they say no, you know, person watching, I like you, I think you cool, I really fuck with you, but I'm just not interested in that. I'm thinking about my money, I'm thinking about my finances, I'm thinking about my goals, or this, that, and the third. Then you gotta also appreciate that, because it lets you know at the gate what you doing. Okay, well then shit, let me pack up my shit and move on, says person watching, because I want a husband, I want a family, I want kids. I don't want to just be a motherfucker friends with benefits. I don't want to be a nigga side bitch, a woman side man. I ain't trying to just be, having fun casually. I want something, and I want something for real. And I want to be appreciated, and I want to be loved, and I want to wear my heart on my sleeve, and I want to be valued, and I want something of value. Okay, well then go get it. You just got to ask a couple of questions along your way. That's all. Just don't be scared to ask the right questions. That's all. Thank you so much for watching my video, though. I deeply appreciate it. Leave me some thumbs up, some comments if this definitely resonated. Again, subscribe to our channel. I'm trying to grow our family over here. Join our Patreon. Trying to join that family. Trying to grow that family over there, too. Again, I'm open for personal readings. So if you like this and you just want to get a personal reading, that is also available, too. Turnaround time on personal readings is 24 to 72 hours. Okay, my name is B, just in case if I forgot to mention it the first time, and or maybe you forgot from the beginning of this video. And yeah, until next time, I'll see y'all over in the next video.